Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. Treasury and IRS provide guidance on energy projects for low-income communities. Guidance on energy projects for low-income Why do I get the feeling this guidance will have more to do with lowering carbon than lowering costs? Is this thing coming from that deceptively named Inflation Reduction Act again? I mean, honest, those slimy politicians and their misuse of language, I'm telling you, like honestly, reading the IRS news these days makes me feel like I'm Batman, trying to decipher like a riddle from the Riddler.
That missile, look, it's written something.
Riddle, in the form of a joke.
Let's race back to headquarters, Robin. You know what this means, don't you?
The Inflation Reduction Act. Whatever could they mean by that riddle?
Our blackest fears confirmed. Penguin, Joker, Riddler, those three super criminals, their forces combined.
For heaven only knows what infamous objective.
It may be worse than that, gentlemen.
Worse?
Well, sakes alive, how can that be?
Look at this pair of joking riddles.
What does a turkey do when he flies upside down?
Holy worthless dollar, Batman. I've got it. The inflation part of the Inflation Reduction Act is actually canceled out by the reduction part of the Inflation Reduction Act. Like a balloon being filled up and then it's reduced back down, so it cancels each other out.
He gobbles up.
Of course.
And number two.
What weighs 6 ounces sits in a tree and is very dangerous.
A sparrow with a machine gun.
Yes, of course.
Which leaves us with just the act part of the Inflation Reduction Act.
Now, combine both answers. What kind of creature would gobble up a bird in a tree?
Heaven protect us. A cat.
Yes, gentlemen.
But that leads to the question, how will the government then act?
The criminal catalyst in this entire affair, our old arch enemy, Catwoman.
Answer, the same way they always do, of course. Like ridiculous fools spending unseemly amounts of money.
Penguin, Joker, Riddler, and Catwoman, too. The sum of the angles of that rectangle is too monstrous to contemplate.
So, the Inflation Reduction Act actually means the government's going to spend money like Hunter Biden at a crack convention held in a hostile foreign dictator's brothel.
We've been given the plainest warning. They're working together to take over.
To take over what, Batman? Gotham City?
Any two of them might try that.
The whole...
By the way, let's see if we can make some sense out of those Chinese spy UFO things we've been shooting down lately.
Why is the American military shooting something out of the sky over Canada?
Because it's part of NORAD. There is the NORAD is part of like it's a what you call a coalition, a consortium,
pact of nations.
A pact,
okay.
Exactly. And so that's why we were able to do that. Again, we didn't do it on our own. We did it clearly in step with Canada.
Holy space balloons, Batman! That was a complicated set of clues. I don't think we'll be able to crack this riddle.
If it were 3 of them, I would say yes. But 4, their minimum objective must be the entire